interacting, dancing with visitors coming to our island. Yes? I think she deserves a round of applause. Without any further ado, because of our late staff, my task here today is to chair the program and also welcome each and every one of you. And we would like to say from our PTA point that tourism can be referred to as the heartbeat of Tobago's economy and is one of the island's main source of income, along with small-scale agriculture and also the fishing industry. Much of our foreign exchange earned in Tobago is derived from foreigners who come here on the island to experience the sun, sea, sand, yes, our sand, because we have different colors of sand. We have white sand, we have black sand here on the island. Pink as well, pink sand. Yes? Lovers Bay. Yes? Pink sand. They also come here to experience our food, our cuisine, curry crab and dumpling. Yes? Our doubles, our pilau, even our provision. Yes? Our culture, steel pan. As a matter of fact, on my way here, I actually got a call, and it is from a visitor who wants to go to our Nylon pool on Friday and also inquired about our Sunday school. So they come here to enjoy our music, and it normally is a laugh and when they say to us, what day do you all keep Sunday school? It's normally on a Sunday. Yes? So they come here to enjoy all these things, even exploring our different types of birds. And in Tobago, we know that the cockatoo, which is our national bird, can only be found here, not in Trinidad. Do you all know that? Yes? So we can boast of that. And we boast of the most beautiful hummingbird in the world, which is the ruby topaz. Yes? And even the white-tailed saber-wing, which can only be found more so in the forested area on our island. But on the western side, we have 5 different species of hummingbirds here in Tobago. Right? They come for even health purposes. Many of them come off of the cruise liner, and because our health care here in Tobago is free, they take the opportunity to go to our hospital, yes, before they go back there. Yes, and one of our leading cruise liner in Tobago, and by extension Trinidad, is the Trinidad and Tobago sightseeing tours, yes? All right? They come for fun and also for relaxation. It is therefore important to ensure all Tobagonians contribute and play an important vital role to ensure all visitors enjoy their experience and stay in Tobago incident-free. I'm sure you would agree with me. Yes. Yeah? This does not only assist in marketing our tourism product, but will encourage repeat visits. When our children or even our adults, they would grow up understanding the importance of tourism to all of us. They are more likely to cherish, protect, and value our beautiful landscape of Tobago, 116 square miles. Yes? Lovely beaches, Castara, Englishman's Bay, Paladivere, our refreshing flora and fauna, where we boast of the world's oldest protected rainforest in the Western Hemisphere. And now, as we are in the month of March, we all know it's the turtle nesting period. Yes? Our children will also take greater care and preservation of our environment. This second installment of the Tourism Primary School Public Speaking Competition highlights the commitment of schools to prepare children not only to aspire to contribute positively to tourism, but also a means of employment, including entrepreneurship, to propel economic growth on our island. Ladies and gentlemen, judges, competitors, teachers, parents, students, members of the media, well-wishers. This morning I say, welcome, welcome to the greatest little planet on earth. Not only paradise, but the capital of paradise. Clean, green, safe, and serene. Thank you. At this point in time, we are going to call on the president of the Tobago Region Parent-Teacher Association to bring remarks. A very hard-working young man that takes the parents, the children, he wears his role on his shoulders, even also on his head. So ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together as we welcome Tobago President, Mr. Joseph Lindo.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The Division of Tourism, Antiquity, Creation and Industry Secretary, Miss Zarisha Hackett, National President Mr. Walter Stewart, and other national officers, teachers, students, other Tobago regional officers, a pleasant good morning. It is indeed a pleasure for me to be here once again to continue our program. I know it has been a while since we had the first one. Hopefully we will be able to continue this competition for a very long time. It is something I know many schools really want to take part in, but because of the time of the year that we are having it, I think that was a bit of challenge for some of the students, knowing that SCA is right around the corner. So hopefully with the presence of the Secretary for the Division of Tourism, we don't have to think about another secretary next year. We are going to be continuing for the at least next 4 years. So I want to ask the teachers who are here to continue the preparation for the next event. Very soon, next year we will be going back to the original time when we had the last one last year, which was so well attended. At least the winner of last year, Mr. Zale Ewing, his name still ring a bell in every parent mind from that presentation last year. So the competitors who are here, you students who are here this morning, I hope you are not a bit scared. I know you might have a little butterfly in your stomach at the moment. Fear yourself. It is a moment that you will remember as the president of the Tobago Regional BT, something I will actually continue to reach out in all the units in Tobago. So our next competition, it will be the greatest of all of them. If those of you who have siblings who will be doing SCA next week, I want to wish you all the best. Teachers going forward, hopefully this year we will have better results than last year. So with that, I know we are a bit late. I want to thank you for the opportunity, Madam Secretary of Tourism, for assisting and partnering with NPT to have this competition once again. The judges, good morning, pleasant morning to each and every one of you. You may have a hard task of that, but at least at the end of the day, may the best student win. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Member Orlando Kirk, Division of Education, Skills and Innovation, my very hard-working first vice, doubling up today as one of the judges. and of course National PRO, Ms. Kemba Ferdinand of the National PRO Teacher Association. Mr. Joseph Lindo, very hard-working, indomitable member of the Tobago Region PTA, the President, Ms. Aliyah Joseph, and of course Mrs. Monica Greg Morrison, first and third respectively, Vice Presidents of the Tobago Region PTA. Staff of the division, especially Mrs. Benjamin, who has worked so hard to ensure that we pull off this activity. Good morning to you, Mrs. Benjamin, and other staff members of the Division of Tourism, Antiquities and Creative Industries. Our second time around, the Chief Judge, Mrs. Kimmery Thomas, and also Ms. Julia James. Competitors, teachers, parents, students, members of the media, a very pleasant good morning to all of you. Okay, let's go again. A very pleasant good morning to all of you.
Good morning.
Thank you very much. American business magnate Michael LeBouf said, and I quote, "A satisfied customer is the best business strategy of all." Let me go again. A satisfied customer is the best business strategy of all. My first visit to North America several years ago, I went into a store to purchase one item, a shirt. And I left that store with a shirt, a pair of pants, a pair of socks, underwear, tie, and handkerchief. All of that in one store. Why? Because of the service meted out to me by the representative of that particular store. There was nothing that she said that was out of place, out of sorts. Everything she said was positive, trying to woo me, encourage me, and get me to purchase and to purchase more. Why is this important? Because tourism is to Tobago as oxygen is to a living human being. We depend, Tobagonians, on the industry in order to survive economically. So that the commerce we garner from tourism is important to the survival of every one of us as Tobagonians. It is for that reason why the service that we deliver to first-time visitors, second-time visitors, third-time visitors is so very important. When they leave our shores, all they should be talking and marketing is about the fantastic time and the excellent service that they received from a Tobagonian. It is also for that reason why we thought it fit as members of the National PTA to start with our children. A little child shall lead them, says the good book. And if we inculcate these values into our third standards, or fourth standards, or fifth standards, the value of the importance and relevance of tourism to their own lifestyle, to their own well-being, that is how they are going to, from this age, value, respect, honor, and know why it is so important to be a service provider of the tourism product that is in Tobago. So we look at it as being Tobago beyond ordinary. And all of us must put our hands on the deck. There has to be an all of Tobago approach when it comes to encouraging and bringing and wooing the tourists into our beautiful island of Tobago. I'm very pleased today to see the participants here with us. It seems to be an Anglican thing, because all the participants today are from Anglican schools. And I think all Anglicans should be proud of your establishment and, of course, coming into this English. Like Mr. Lindo says, when he goes to all the schools in future, he will ensure that he pushes this particular competition. Madam Secretary, we are all about partnership.
Yes.
And if we partner with you and continue partnering with you, NPT and the Division of Tourism, it is how we are going to be able to propel the tourism product that is Tobago. And we promise, we pledge, once we partner with you, wherever we go, because we are now also on the Caribbean Council of NPTA, wherever we go, we are going to push where you want to have your tours, your exercise, your symposiums. Tobago is the place to be. The ideal destination for tourism is in Tobago. So I want to thank you, Madam Secretary, for coming, taking time of your busy schedule to be with us. We don't take your presence lightly. We really appreciate you being here with us. It's a signal that you are supporting this particular venture, and I'm sure that when we come back to you for an increased budget, you are going to just sign off and say, well done, Mr. Stewart, we are going to partner with you yet in many more ventures to propel tourism in Tobago. Members, I thank you all. Do enjoy the rest of the program. We wish all the participants the very best. There could only be one winner, unfortunately, because I know that you all have studied hard, you have done your very best, your parents, your teachers, your principals as well have played a critical role to ensure that you have been prepared for this particular event. But again, let me say, there can only be one winner. We want to assure you though, that all the participants will go with a reward. Trust me, let me say that again. All the participants will go with a reward, because we really appreciate your effort, your sacrifice, and your commitment to this cause, being a member of this particular competition here today. In closing, I want to remind all of us of the competition topic. It says, discover the wonders of Tobago. What makes our island a unique tourist destination, and how can we, collectively, my word now, showcase its beauty to the world? By your very presence here today, you are showcasing the beauty of the island that is Tobago. I thank you, and may God bless all of you.
Thank you to my national president, Mr. Walter Stewart. It brings me back great memory when Tobago journeyed to Trinidad and we had an election. And as we voted to get representative from Tobago, which we do have two persons in the form of Mr. Lindo and Miss Alia Joseph. So as their names were called, you know, we have to vote a one vote, is that? Yes. And as the winner came out, which is Mr. Lindo is one of the presidents, second vice president on the national, as he won that, I remember the Tobago hands went up in the air and we started to sing, come, let me go, let me go. You know, it was such an amazing time. But we have another song for them, but we will hear it later on in this morning's program. Ladies and gentlemen, also, we're moving straight along for sake of time. At this point in time, we will now have the representative from the Division of Education, Skills and Innovation, Assembly Member, Miss Zorisha. No? Sheena? Sorry. My apologies, is the excitement. You know, and the excitement came because remember Zorisha was in education and tourism, and for some reason, I'm seeing her in both places, but Miss Felix, Miss Chanel Felix, yes? Yes? She is going to represent us now from the Division of Education, Skills and Innovation. Let's give her a lustily. Lustily, come on, let's share our time much better than that. A lustily round of applause.
Thank you so much to the little master of ceremonies. You know, from time to time I find myself in your role. And I understand the nervousness that comes with that. And so even sometimes being on live television, you find yourself in a position where you often have to make those corrections. I thank you for the great job that you're doing here this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, this morning I have the opportunity to represent my secretary, Secretary Orlando Cook, who is the Secretary of the Division of Education, Skills and Innovation in his absence, because the division sees it as an integral part of youth development and student development, as we work towards building holistic students, not only in the classroom, but in all aspects of their lives. This morning I want to start off by acknowledging here in the room with us, the Assembly Member, Secretary in the Division of Tourism, Antiquities and Creative Industries, Ms. Zorisha Hackett. I want to also acknowledge Mr. Walter Stewart, who is the President of the National PTA and other members of the Executive. I want to also give a special acknowledgement to the man that makes sure the wheels in Tobago keeps turning, Mr. Joseph Lindo, who is the President of the Tobago region of the PT, and his other members of his executive. The members of the Division of Tourism, Antiquities and Creative Industries who have done a an excellent job at working to put this event together this morning. I want to thank you and say a special good morning to the judges, competitors, teachers, parents, and students, and of course, colleagues in the media that are here this morning. As I sat there this morning, I had somewhat of a nostalgic feeling, because at one point in time, I sat in your seat as a student in my school uniform at public speaking competitions. At this point, my heart would have been beating out of my chest because I was just sitting there going over my presentation in my mind over and over again, waiting for them to call my name. And I might have been still reading it and still trying to ensure that I don't go on stage and miss any key aspects of my presentation. But even as I sat there today coming to speak to you as a representative for education, those butterflies were still there. And so I say this to say that the butterflies never go away. Public speaking competitions are not just about competing. It's about building mental resilience. It's about shaping your perspectives of the world. It really puts students one step or head and shoulders above the rest. I can say it for myself, and I can say it for a number of my colleagues who I see today. Being at the high school, Pentecostal Light and Life High School, is where I really got into public speaking. I came under persons like Rachel Pierre, who are some of the key leaders in building and shaping Tobago's culture and tourism product. And we always used to be the standout students when we go to Trinidad. I'm telling you, there's something special about Tobago students when we get into these public speaking competitions. We bring a Tobago energy that no other students could match. So this morning, as you come on this stage and you bring us your presentation, don't just come and give your presentation. Bring your village with you. Bring your parents with you. And most of all, bring your school with you. I've had the opportunity to travel across the world, working in media, and now being the advisor at the Division of Education. And I say this to say that no matter where you want to go in life, if you have a start in public speaking, you have basically gotten a head start above the rest. Whether you want to be in the media, whether you want to be a teacher, a politician, or a lawyer, you name it, being able to have that foundation in public speaking allows you to be extremely competitive when heading into professional environments. Students, this morning, I want to remind you that today you might be talking about tourism. Tomorrow, it might be about the economy. It might be about climate resilience. But I want you, even at this primary school level, to see this as only a start. When you get to high school, continue competing in these competitions. I'm telling you, it is what will shape you. When you get to college, get into your guilds, your student guilds, and apply to be leaders among your peers. The Division of Education sees it fit to continue to invest in student well-rounded development. And events like this really help to shape you, and we will continue to give our support. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, parents and teachers, I remember when I stood on these stages, the nervousness. But when I gave a Paul Keynes Douglas presentation, and I heard the crowd erupt with laughter, that gave me the confidence to keep going. And so this morning, I want to remind you that even as you sit in the audience and the students come to give their presentations, you have a role in ensuring that they give their best. Engage with them, pay attention to their presentation, and even if they forget a word or two, give them the encouragement that they require. Again, I want to thank you for the opportunity to present here this morning and to look down at the students and to almost be able to look at a past version of myself. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you, and I want to also especially thank the the Secretary for the Division of Tourism, Antiquities and Creative Industries, for understanding that having our students be a part of expanding our tourism product is the only way that Tobago can sustain that idea of being the greatest little island on the planet.
Well said, Ms. Felix. Well said. At this point, we are now going to bring on Assembly Member. Yeah? In the Division of Tourism and Antiquities and Creative Industries, no other than the Secretary, Ms. Zorisha A. Hackett. Let's bring on the stylish woman on stage. Let's bring on the Secretary for Tourism.
I want to stand on the already established protocols, but I want to tell my students, my brave boys and girls, and just like you, I attended an Anglican primary school. But good morning, students. It's about you. Give yourselves a round of applause for showing up here, neatly dressed in your various school uniforms, representing not only your schools, though, but your parents, and most importantly, yourselves. Thank you so much. What a joy it is to be here this morning, and I had to keep reminding myself, you are here as Secretary of Tourism and not of Education, and walking in here and seeing the students and feeling that compelling instinct to run and give a little hug or to ask how you're going or how is test shaping up. You know, once a teacher, always a teacher. And so when I saw that invitation from NPTA and understood the importance of the role that you continue to play here in the Tobago space, and getting involved, at first I had to say they're following me. What is this about? But I was so elated to have been invited, of course, to speak with about 7 meetings scheduled for today, and made it my duty to show up here. And I told advisor, I have a brand new advisor as well. I said, we're showing up here, and we're going to ask those stakeholders to hold on. Our children are our future, so they matter most. I was even telling our president, I mean, we have some beautiful trophies on the side. Let me know when the prize giving function is actually going to happen. And let me encourage Secretary of Education to jump back into the space here and let's assist you with that. I don't know how time will go, but if that is possible, we'll run away and we'll come back because we really want to be a part of celebrating our young people in these spaces. You know, as Secretary, former Secretary of Education, Research and Technology now renamed the division, and I'm very happy for that rename, skills and innovation. You know, I had the pleasure of showing up in spaces such as this, and even with you, the NPTA, in ensuring that we have initiatives that encourage our students to succeed. And now being in this capacity as Secretary of Tourism, Tourism, Antiquities and Creative Industries, I see the value in what we formed in the Division of Education, that Tobago-centric curriculum, and the fact that in our everyday initiatives, such as this one, we're actually bringing that curriculum to life. And when we were building out that curriculum, I kept telling Mr. Kless and Mr. Kill, listen, you know, you as Assistant Secretary previously, when we decided on going in this bold direction, I told him it's not rocket science, you know, yes, we're going to use the pedagogical underpinnings, but I want us to spend some time focusing on the things we do every day in a math lesson, utilizing our local elements. In an English lesson, understanding the value of our Creole and what that means for us. You know, students being able to stand on stages like this and code switch or code mix and still be able to present well. And so when I was given the opportunity to be able to have this initiative be a part of the division's mandate and to approve even the sponsorship, I said full speed ahead because this is why I'm a teacher always. I want to commend you, the NPTA. Listen, you talk about an organization under this particular executive that is just in everything, and they don't take no for an answer, you know. The letters come all the time, and in previous role and this current role, you are going to continue to get the full support of the Tobago House of Assembly. You have a chief secretary who is and will always be a teacher, and so he understands, you know, what the importance of your role as MPT, and of course, the Tobago House of Assembly is fully on board with you. Parents and teachers, we cannot tell you thanks enough for continuing to show up and show out for our children. And so I'm seeing a few of you in the audience today, and whenever I see male teachers, and whenever I see fathers, there's a special place in my heart for you. Yes. I want us to put our hands together for that, and of course, young speakers, male, stand if you're here. The numbers are always few. Do we have any today? Of course, I'm going to spend some time celebrating you, young men. Thank you so much for standing up and standing out, representing your school, your communities, and of course, yourselves. We're very proud of you. And of course, young ladies, yes, you know, sometimes you say, all right, it's young ladies, so we want to celebrate you too. Women, young women in the making at that, we want to celebrate you. So, my girls, stand too, let's celebrate you. Not because you're exciting ladies on the other side, but if we continue to show up and represent the gender well, we must acknowledge you. So, young people, thank you so much. Miss Felix said it well. You could be the most astute politician, an English or linguistics lecturer. There's something about knowing you're on next that just gives you, as she called it, butterflies. I would call it something else. The thing is, you just have to do it. Just make that first step. So while coming up the stage, I didn't even think about the speech. I was thinking about how beautiful you all looked in your uniforms. How Miss Kimmery just so happens to be that person who is a jack of all trades and has been one of my mentors, and she just continues to represent this island well. Thank you, Kimmery. And the fact that again, you understand the value and PTA of initiatives like this. The Tobago House of Assembly of Government at large doesn't always have to be the one stepping forward to be able to put these types of events on. And I'm very, very proud that you continue to do your job well. Because it takes courage to stand, to speak, and to be heard. I want you all to understand that coming up here is not an easy task, as we have acknowledged before. And the theme given today, Discover the Wonders of Tobago, what makes our island a unique tourist destination, and how we can showcase that beauty to the world, is not just a topic, it's a challenge even for me as Secretary. It is a challenge that aims to see Tobago just as not a place that you live, students, but as something extraordinary. Yes, we know that Tobago is beautiful. We all know that. I mean, we celebrate its beauty all the time, and I prefer to call Tobago home. I hope you don't mind. But Tobago is more than beaches and views, more than just sun, sand, and sea. As a matter of fact, we're celebrating 250 years of our main ridge being declared a protected space. First in the Western Hemisphere, and that celebration is going to be done on the 30th of April. And so, unlike other Caribbean islands that can only celebrate the sun, sand, and sea, I call it the SSS, we can also celebrate the rich, lush rainforest. So we have the best of both worlds. But for me, more than all of this, it's Tobago's rhythm, Tobago's history, Tobago's stories passed on from generation to generation. And for me, most importantly, Tobago's people, our warmth, our resilience, and the fact that we are so full of life. And today, for each of you students, you get to decide how that story is told. Because tourism does not begin with a plane landing in an airport. No, it begins with a story. And today, my dear boys and girls, you are the storytellers. And as Secretary of Tourism, Antiquities, and Creative Industries, and I love this new name, I can tell you that we spend a lot of time thinking about how we present Tobago to the world. And now more than ever, we understand the importance of having you, our youngest citizens, also help us to curate the story that we sell to the world. And so this is what you're going to bring this morning: your ideas, your imagination, the pride you have in your island. This is what makes people want to come here. This is what makes people remember Tobago. And so today it's not just about winning, and I want you to pay attention to this. It's not just about winning. Yes, everybody wants to hold up the largest trophy on that table, but it's not just about winning. It's more importantly about discovering your voice and realizing just how powerful that voice can be. Because students, one day, you will be the one shaping this island. You will be the ones building businesses, leading communities, creating experiences, and telling Tobago's story on global stages. And it starts right here, in a room just like this one, with one speech, with one idea, and with one moment of bravery. And so I encourage each of you to come on the stage and speak boldly, speak proudly, and most importantly, to speak from your heart. Because students, when you speak from your heart, when you speak with passion, with pride, people just don't hear you. They feel you. And before I close, I want to leave you with this. Tobago is not just a place on a map. Tobago is a feeling. Tobago is an experience. Tobago is a story. And today, you are the ones bringing this story to life. I wish you all the very best, and I look forward to being inspired by each and every one of you as we continue to build out what we deem the greatest little island on the planet. I thank you.
Thank you, Assembly Member, Ms. Sureisha Atwood. We are getting close, very close to the competition. But as we are getting close, before we take a break, I would like to say these few words to each and every one of us who are here. And this is something that is unknown to many of us. I dreamt I stood in a studio and watched two sculptors there. The clay they used was a young child's mind, and they fashioned it with care. One was a teacher. The tools she used were books, music, and art. The other, a parent working with a guiding hand and a gentle, loving heart. Day after day, the teacher toiled and toiled with a touch of that was deft and sure, while the parent labored by his side and polished and smoothed it all. And when at last their task was done, they were proud of what they had wrought, for the things they had molded into the child could neither be sold nor could it be bought. And each agreed they would have failed if each had worked alone. For behind the teacher stood the school, and behind the parent, the home. As our motto says, home and school united for the good of the child. Yes? So before we go into the competition, we'll be taking a 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes break before we introduce the judges. Ladies and gentlemen, please feel free to mingle before we resume. Thank you.
Please, all the participants, could you come this way, please? All the participants, students, please.
So judges, we're leaving for a bit. I'm going to ask Isabella to join me for the prize giving ceremony. Is that okay? So we will go off and go back. All the best, students.
Thank you.
Be brave, okay? Be brave. Make yourselves proud. All right? Nice. So this is St. Andrews. Yes. This is Roxborough Anglican. Yes, of course. And this is Pope Anglican, and this is Win Anglican. This is Hope of Pembroke. And Win. Yes. All the best students. students. See you when I come back, okay? All right. Bye-bye. Yes, what's up with
Yeah.
At this point, we will be having the introduction of judges.
You'll have to go on this side.
So we have our judges, which is here before us. First we will have by the show of hands, we have Miss Julia Chase, who is a seasoned media professional with over 12 years of experience in the industry, currently serving as an assistant producer at the Division of Tourism. She has been into public speaking and broadcasting and has a passion for effective communication, storytelling, also along with her work in the media industry. Then we have Ms. Zina Ramatali, also known as the Warrior Princess. She has been involved in the PTA for more than 43 years. She is our first Vice President of the National Parent Teacher Association. And I would like each and every one of us to know that she holds the HBM, the Hummingbird Medal Silver. Let's give her a special round of applause. Let's give her my Warrior Princess. And then we have our Chief Judge, which which is no stranger to us, Mrs. Kim Maria. Now there she has a sister, right? Which is Maria. And their names sound so familiar, so close to each other. So I know you will forgive me, right? Miss Richardson Thomas, and I must say that she is the owner and administrator of the Academy of Creative English. She is also the educator with over 25 years of experience. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together as we welcome all of our judges here with us this morning. Today we have 7 participants. We have, first of all, Miss Kylie Boyce, which is from St. Andrews Anglican, which will be going in the first position. Second position will be Roxborough Anglican, Miss Afisha McMillan. Then we have Wim Anglican, Demaya Sinclair. Fourth position, Hope Anglican, Ariel Walbach. Fifth position, St. Andrews Anglican, Ronaldo Henry. Come on, let's do better than that first year. Let's encourage them. We have parents that have to take up that responsibility and that role because our children, our child just mimic what we do. And if we want them to show us respect and responsibility, right, we have to set the example. So let's put our hands together and encourage them. Sixth position, we have Roxborough Anglican, which is Diane Gordon. And last but not least, St. Andrews Anglican, Nathaniel Lamy. Ladies and gentlemen, these are our participating students for today. We want to be extremely mindful and careful as we listen to how they will speak and inform us about the beautiful things, the wonders of Tobago. I myself am here to learn today, and I'm sure at some point in time we have to talk with the Secretary for Tourism. Probably they can go to represent us in the World Travel Market. Yeah? So we are looking forward to that. So without any further ado, I'm going to hand over to our Chief Judge, Ms. Richardson Thomas. Woo!
Thank you very much, Madam Chairperson. Good morning to each and everyone. I stand on the already observed protocols, and my job here this morning is very, very simple.
Good morning. I am Kylie Boyce, coming from St. Andrews Anglican Primary School. A pleasant and hearty good morning to the executive members of the National Parents Teachers Association, esteemed judges, fellow contestants, well-wishers, members of the media invited guests. The pleasure is mine to represent the best primary schools in Tobago, the St. Andrews Anglican Primary School. I am Kylie Boyce. Considering the exotic and flamboyant beauty of my island, it's impossible for me to take 5 minutes to address the wonders of Tobago. Nevertheless, I will try. Come discover all of us. Road trip. Come let we go. Road trip. Tobago's treasures lie in its natural beauty, historical and cultural prowess, and its diversification of people. Tobago is a melting pot, literally and figuratively. This little island of just 116 square feet is a giant when coming to natural gems. Our island has been featured many times to the world. We have changed more than actually 2 times because of the value of my island. The British, French, Commanders, and Dutch are some of the countries that fought over us, leaving their influences and cultural tradition on my little but strong island. We little but we Talawa. Small in size but big in natural beauty. My pristine country can be deemed the tropical paradise of the Caribbean. Tobago is known for its luscious flora and unusual fauna. Everlasting laws it protects its beauty and ecological diversity from predators and intruders. We have in our midst the oldest protected forest reserve in the Western Hemisphere. Yes, nobody lives there. It's under lock and key. We well guarded and protected by the international laws of the English environmental law lords. The main Ridge Forest Reserve has been protected for about 200 years, since April 1776. Untouched, a natural treasure all locked away in that forest area. We have hiking trips and trails that showcase nature at its best. The main Ridge Forest Reserve is said to be the Western Hemisphere oldest protected forest. It is a biodiversity hotspot featuring lush tropical rainforest, hiking trails, and scenic hummingbirds, 12 to 16 mammal species, and endemic wildlife like the ocellated gecko. The latter is stated by UNESCO World Heritage Center, National Wildfowl, Trust of Trinidad and Tobago, and Wikipedia. In the dense forest, one can find one of our national birds that is indigenous to Tobago, the cockrico, also called chakchakla, because of its strange but unique sound. The mysterious white-tailed sabre-winged hummingbird that is an extremely distinctive treasure can be found in this region. Due to this rare and gorgeous birds, the main ridge is known for its bird watching and ecotourism. The main ridge provides important habitat for native plants and animals, as well as several species that are endemic to Tobago. Untouched, unspoiled waterfalls and rivers that can be in this dynasty. The prolific algae waterfalls forms part of the rich mystical legacy of the main ridge. You can also find the crab-eating raccoon, 9-branded armadillo, and the red rum agouti, just to mention a few. When you start photo your own water, you will enjoy every drop. Another scenic treasure of Tobago is dazzling, infectiously clear and pristine waters. Let us start with our beaches. We may not have a beach for every day, but the quality and beauty of our beaches are spectacular and second to none in the universe. Our waters are crystal clear and healing for the sick. Our beaches, rivers, dams, and waterfalls are also deemed wonders of our islands. Have you ever traveled via a glass bottom boat? To get to the Buku Reef and the Nylon Pool, two of our island's treasures, you will need to utilize a glass bottom boat for one of the most beautiful views. These treasures are adjacent to each other. The Nylon Pool is a shallow, turquoise, crystal clear white sandbar in the middle of the ocean, known for its properties, while Buku Reef is a vibrant, protected marine park teeming with coral gardens and tropical fish. It is also said the Nylon Pool is a swimming pool in the middle of the sea. It also has crystal clear water and named by Princess Margaret in 1962, who liked the incredible clarity of the water to the transparency of nylon stockings. Locals believe the water rejuvenates visitors, and local law claims that taking a dip removes 10 years of aging. The fine white coral sand is often used for natural of our skin. The Buku Reef is one of the most accessible reefs in Tobago. It offers a panoramic view of a coral gardens, including brain, potato, fire corals, sea fans, and various marine like parrotfish and turtles. Just like Finding Nemo exploring this biodiversity, marine fauna and flora is a must. Some of the activities that you can engage while traversing the reef include snorkeling, diving, swimming, and viewing of this marine life contents via a magnifying glass bottom boat. The beaches of the island possess that an aromatic design to relax, still and quiet one's mind in the hustle and bustle of one hectic lifestyle. The Great Courland Bay, also known as Turtle Beach, is familiar for the viewing of nesting and laying of turtle eggs. A major nesting site for giant leatherback turtles between March and August. It is a long, sandy beach ideal for walking and witnessing this natural phenomenon. Englishman Bay, found in the fishing village of Cascara, is ideal for authentic village vibe. Visitors can often participate in the local tradition of pulling seine, hauling in fish nets with local fishermen. The bay is family friendly with calm waters and a nearby waterfall. Next door to this gem is another spontaneous beachfront, the Cascara Beach. You are allowed to dive into this eating of homemade bakery delicious made by the baker's hand. The unique handmade, well-crafted dirt oven is the device used for baking hops, bread, coconut, and soda tarts. Jobs, panim, or bajans, a small baked dynasty, the size of your hand, made with infused coconut husk and milk ingredients in the flour, sugar, and spice, and all that's nice, tasty to its last bite. Sorbet, one of the island's most popular beaches is always buzzing with activities. It is also a spot for the selling of tasty local cuisines, such as our signature dish, crab and dumpling. Some other dishes related to the Tobago food culture are kalaloo, cassava cuckoo, breadfruit pie, conch and dumpling, pork and provision, fish in okra, coconut sauce with our famous cornmeal cuckoo. This beach is also recognized as an ideal bathing spot for locals and tourists. It is within walking distance of the airport and features changing rooms, lifeguards and glass bottom boat tours to Buku Reef. Lovers Bay is another treasured spot on the map of Tobago. This exotic beach is unusual and is legendary for its colorful sand. It is also nicknamed Pink Beach Sand Beach and is one of the gems of Tobago. A small memorizing cove-shaped beach that is located near the community of Charlottesville, known for its soft, pink-tinted sand and pristine waters. It is primarily accessible by boat and offers some of the best snorkeling on our island. Pirates Bay is accessible only by boat or a hike down roughly 150 plus steps from Charlottesville. This beach is prized for its wild and untouched state. It offers crystal clear, calm waters ideal for swimming and snorkeling and was a filming location for the 1952 Robinson Crusoe movie. Pigeon Point Beach is a true gem in Tobago. It's a stunning postcard, perfect destination, often considered the island's most beautiful beach. The beach is renowned for its perfect picturesque scenery. You can expect to find the famous jetty. The landmark Roof Jetty is an internationally recognized symbol of Tobago. This wooden boardwalk extended into the sea with its hut is the signature image of the island, pristine beach. The beach itself boasts long stretches of soft, white, powdery sand that is maintained. The coast is bordered by calm, warm, crystal clear turquoise waters, protected by an offshore reef, making it look like a scene from a dream. The calm, clear waters are perfect for swimming and snorkeling. You can also rent kayaks, paddling boards, and windsurfing equipment. Glass bottom boats, tours to the nearby Buku Reef, and the famous nylon pool are popular excursions from the jetty. Of course, it's also the perfect place to do nothing at all, relax on the soft sand, listen to the calming waves, and soak up the Caribbean sun. The island of Tobago becomes more beautiful. It wonders to behold. Tobago's history is remarkable, distinct from its big brother, the island of Trinidad. Its location made it a highly contested prize landmass. We changed hands more times than any other Caribbean country and establishing 31 times between the British, French, Dutch, and Colanders. This past has left an indelible mark on the island of Tobago. This mark speaks to the cultural and historical gifts of our country. What your needs were and pasture. Fort King George, located in Scarborough, is perched on a hill overlooking the main town of our island. A panoramic view at night. This is Tobago's crown jewel of historical sites, built by the British in the late 18th century. It is the best preserved fortification on the island. This complex includes for viewing a military museum with fascinating artifacts, a restored officers' quarters, and a powder magazine. The views of Scarborough, the coast, and out to sea are astonishing. It's also home to the Tobago Museum, which holds artifacts from the island's indigenous peoples, colonial period, and sugar plantation area. Fort James can be found in the village of Plymouth. This site represents one of the most unique chapters in Tobago's history. The attempt by the Dutch of Coland to colonize the island in the 7th century. The ruins of Fort James are a quiet, scenic spot right on the beach. The most distinctive feature is the Coland, a striking sculpture erected in the 1970s to commemorate the Latvian land settlement. It's a powerful symbol of this lesser-known part of the island's past. The small town of Plymouth is packed with history. Aside from Fort James, you can find the jetty, an old stone jetty from the 19th century, the old police station and courthouse, a charming historic wooden building. Kings Bay water wheel is tucked away in the lush eastern side of the island. The Lafayette, to be more precise, a community that is known for its mammoth harvest. The Kings Bay water wheel is the hunting relic of a former and sugar cotton plantation and can be found next to Kings Bay water wheel and beach. The large moss-covered water wheel built on a hillside is an photogenic ruin slowly being reclaimed by the forest. Tobagonians' culture is a dynamic blend of African, Dutch, Colanders, French, British, and influences expressed through music, festivals, food, and a unique way of life. The Tobago Heritage Festival. This is the island's premier cultural event, held annually in July and August. It's a celebration of everything Tobagonian. Unlike the flashy modern carnival in Trinidad, the Heritage Festival focuses on preserving and showcasing traditional customs. Some of its events include the re-enchantment of old wedding ceremonies, old-time weddings, goat and crab races, speech, feast, salaka, feast, storytelling, food festivals, games we used to play, and folk tales, customs, law, and superstitions. It's a living history and an immersive culture experience. Music and drumming. Music is the heartbeat of the island. Our African drums, fiddle, and tambourine are some of the instruments we use to make music come alive. So when the speech are in tongue, then you know trouble they are around. With their unique songs, you will hear them say, "Oh ha, stop them drums, Mr. Drummer, oh eh." Tobago Jazz Experience, an annual international music festival held in April that attracts world-class artists known as the Rhythm and Blues Festivals. Traditional drumming. The heartbeat of African heritage is strongest here. Communities like Pembroke, Dalaford, Lansquenet, and Montpellier are known for their powerful and spiritual drumming traditions. Speech bands, a unique Tobagonian folk art form involved in a chanterelle, lead singer, and a chorus delivering witty and often humorous social community in a call and response style. It's better your belly bust than good food waste. Culinary traditions. Tobagonian food is a cultural gem. Crab and dumpling, the unofficial national dish of Tobago, especially during the rainy season when crabs are plentiful. It's a simple but deeply flavorful dish. Fresh seafood. Being a smaller island with a strong fishing tradition, the seafood is incredibly fresh. You can find local fishermen bringing in their daily catch. Big and sharp. A popular street food, though just a beloved in Trinidad. Curry dishes, a strong East Indian influence, more in Trinidad, has made goat, chicken, and potato curry a sample. Have you ever eaten a good roti, bus-up shot, or taken part in any curry queue? Blue Food Festival is held in month of October. A signature festival in the village of Bloody Bay, Tobagonians create very innovative dishes using the ground provision dasheen. You can find dasheen dumpling, bus-up shot, cake, ice cream, and punch with roasted pig and of wild meat. The buku goat and crab races. This is a wonderfully quirky and unusual Tobagonian tradition. Held every Easter Tuesday night during peak tourist season at the Buku Field. It's less a serious sporting event and more of a hilarious, fun-filled community party with music, food, and lots of laughter. It's a perfect example of the island's playful spirit. The liming culture. As mentioned before, this is a cultural cornerstone. It's the art of relaxing, socializing, and enjoying the company of friends and family. It represents a pace of life that values human connection over hustle, and it's a beautiful cultural trait you're invited to embrace. In essence, the Tobago's historical and cultural prowess lies in its ethnicity. It has weathered centuries of colonialism and emerged with a distinctive identity, proudly preserving its traditions while warmly welcoming visitors to share in its unique way of life. From the canons of 14 George to the remake drumming in a village at night, the island's true gems are the stories into its landscape and the vibrant spirit of its people. My granny said that Ratatong does sell rat ahead. So, the best way to market my country is to invite you here. All I am telling you must be experienced for you to understand the real wonders of the island Tobago. Come, let we go, Tobago.
Thank you, Miss Boyce. Miss Boyce really did say it's a road trip. We will invite our Chief Judge, Ms. G. Jackson, to give us a few words.
All right, so we just need to add this bit of information. Even though we indicated you have 7 minutes, participants, please, when you see that 7 minutes, it goes up, it means you need to go straight to your conclusion. Even if you have more to say, go to your conclusion, because you will probably have about 30 seconds after those 7 minutes to conclude. Okay? Is that clear, everyone? Is that clear, everyone?
Yes, miss.
Thank you very much.
Understood. We would like to call upon now Ms. Afisha McMillan. Is Afisha McMillan here to come and do her presentation? Let's welcome her. Let's join her together.
My name is Afisa Mahmoud, and I came here to represent Roxborough Anglican Primary School. Gem of the Caribbean. Discover the beauty that is hidden within the lush rainforest, which offers a safe haven to a rich biodiversity. Experience the refreshing cascading waters and behold the gentle rhythmic rolling of the ocean. Witness the friendliness of the people and the bountiful produce of the land as showcased in the unique Blue Festival. Come let we go to Tobago, a paradise where it's green, safe, and serene. Welcome, the gem of the Caribbean. Come with me as we unearth this remarkable gem. Hidden by the lush scenery, the beautiful multi-tiered Argyle waterfall is Tobago's tallest. These cascading waters offer a refreshing natural escape cool pools for bathing after navigating the path to this wonder. Located on the eastern end of the island and the west of the village of Roxborough. This is a popular attraction for tourists seeking a classic nature experience. The Argyle Waterfall is a great way to get exercise, enjoy nature, and experience local culture. Let us not stop there. Let us journey deeper as we unearth another of Tobago's wonders. Have you guessed it yet? Yes, it's Tobago's oldest rainforest, the Main Ridge Forest Reserve. Established in 1776, it is the oldest legally protected forest in the Western Hemisphere. This rich, diverse ecosystem offers habitats for unique birds like the white-tailed suburban hummingbird and provides visitors a scenic trail for exploration. By this time, I am sure your appetite has been whet. But if for some reason I have not captured your attention, join me as I embark on a culinary journey held in the month of October. The Tobago Blue Food Festival is a culinary stage like no other. This major cultural event transforms the village into a food paradise and greatly highlights Tobago's culinary creativity. The Blue Food Festival is an important opportunity to connect with local and fellow travelers and to taste Tobago's authentic cuisine. Come one, come all, and discover all Tobago has to offer. Thank you for listening to my presentation, and I am Afisa McNeil, representing Roxborough Primary School and this is the end.
Well said, well said. Let's put our hands together once again for Roxborough. Now we're going to invite to the stage Brett Anglican, the Maya Sinclair. As you all see where these lovely ladies, they are little but they are Talawa.
proudly representing the illustrious Wim Anglican Primary School. I invite you today to take a journey with me. A journey to rediscover the wonders of our little island paradise called Tobago. So grab your drum or your tambourine, tune up your fiddle, and as the speech band would say, drag your bow, Mr. Fiddler. Oh, ha, ha. Yes, Tobago sweet, Tobago nice. And by the end of my speech, you'll see why the whole world should come to experience our island's magic. Tobago may be a small island, just 116 square miles. But what we lack in size, we make up for in hearts. When visitors step off the plane, the first thing they feel is our warmth. Not just the sunshine, but the warmth of our smiles, our greetings, and our genuine Tobago hospitality. We say good morning even to strangers. We give directions, we offer help, and we make people feel at home. That, my friends, is the true wonder of Tobago, our people. Next, let's talk about the natural beauty that makes Tobago a world treasure. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine the sea at Pigeon Point sparkling and moving like living diamonds. And now the calm aquamarine water of the nylon pool that feels like liquid silk. And the lush emerald forest of the main ridge, the oldest protected rainforest in the Western Hemisphere. Where else in the world can you meditate under a waterfall like us in Argyle, watch a hummingbird zip past your ear, and still make it to picture a story in time for crab and dumpling, and a cold coconut water only in Tobago? And don't forget Buku Reef, our underwater rainbow, where coral and fish dance together beneath the waves. Tobago isn't just beautiful, it's breathtaking. Now let me turn up the rhythm. Our culture is alive, full of music, color, and history. From goat and crab races in Buku to harvest in every community, to the Tobago Heritage Festival, and yes, the lively speech bands. Tobago's traditions are a feast for the mouth, eyes, ears, and hearts. When the drums beat and the dancers twirl in their colors and their accoutrements, the peaceful island comes alive as seen in the recent Tobago Carnival. We don't just celebrate, we tell stories through our celebrations. Our African roots, our strength, and our community spirit shine brightly for all to see. That's why when the speech band leader calls, oh ha hi, drag your bow, Mr. Fiddler, the whole crowd feels proud to be Tobagonian. How can we showcase Tobago to the world? By being our best selves. Stop your drum, Mr. Drummer. Oh, ha, hi. Now let me tell the world who we be. Tobago is not a land of war. All when bear Jack hiding from Trump in all fours. We still love and laugh to be rivals, and that's what we stand for. We don't want no warships in the bay. We only want cruise ships bringing tourists our way. Beat your drum, Mr. Drummer. Stop your drum, Mr. Drummer. Oh, hi. Show it offline. Click your phone camera. Light it up bright. Post up Tobago pan social media day and night. Don't waste their technology to spread fake news, gossip, and your neighbor Tory. Let me use Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and more to show off our beaches, our food, and our folklore. When young people post with pride and style, the world will stop and smile a while. Beat your drum, Mr. Drummer. Stop your drum, Mr. Drummer. Oh, hi. We have to train the people well. Good service with a big smile. That must be the style. Let me train our youth to be the best. Taxis, tour guides, and hosts who outshine the rest. When we serve with love and Tobago pride, their visitors will leave happy and go back and tell their friend, their cousin, their rich auntie, and their nene. Be tuned to get on the correct ship because in the Tobago zone is only love inside. Beat your drum, Mr. Drummer. So yes, Tobago is more than beaches and blue skies. It's the rhythm of the drum, the laughter of our people, the smell of pulao on a Sunday, and the joy of living close to nature. So through our voices, our care for nature, and our warm hospitality, we can show the world what Tobago truly stands for. Peace, pride, and paradise. If every Tobagonian becomes an ambassador for our island, then every visitor becomes a messenger to the world, spreading the good news about our home. Let's make the world fall in love with Tobago, just like we do every single day. Thank you.
The three P's: peace, pride, and paradise. Beat a drum, Mr. Drummer.
Oh, hi.
Competition stiff here today. I am supporting all schools. All schools. Past member of also Wim Anglican, but I'm supporting all schools here today. Alright? Coming now to the podium, we want to put our hands together and welcome Hope Anglican as Ariel Wardrop comes in.
Good day, esteemed judges, ladies and gentlemen, and my fellow competitors. My name is Ariel Waldrop, and today I am carrying all of Tobago on my little shoulders. But it's alright, because as we say in Tobago, small axe does cut down big tree. And today, I am here to cut down one big question. What makes Tobago a unique tourist destination? And how can we showcase its beauty to the world? Well, there we go. My grandfather used to sit outside under our mango tree every evening and say, "Child, Tobago is just a dot on the map. Tobago is a whole moon." And he was right. Tobago is a place where the sea talks, the forest sings, and even the crab that sobbing does walk bold-faced like the only place. Visitors come here and feel something different, something magical, something we call Tobago nice. In the words of the mighty Shadow, "Baseman don't ease me up." Well, Tobago don't ease up either. Tobago grabs your heart with rhythm, nature, and pure vibes. And Lord Kitchener once said, "Beauty is only skin deep, but Tobago's beauty, deep like the book reef, deep like the story we pass down from generation to generation." What makes Tobago unique? Let me tell you, Tobago has what no other island has. We have the oldest protected rainforest in the Western Hemisphere, the Tobago Main Ridge Forest Reserve. Not the second oldest, not the almost oldest, the oldest, protected since 1776. And yes, that is the same year America was fighting for independence. Tobago was already independent from destruction. When you visit, you will hear the whistling of the wind, the call of the cockroach, and if you listen really carefully, you might even hear nature whisper Tobago's motto: "She becomes more beautiful." Our beaches are real celebrity material. Have you ever seen Englishman's Bay? It's so pretty. Even the waves seem to pose for pictures. Storby, the only beach where you could swim, eat crab and dumpling, talk to the vendors, and still have time to lie. Pigeon Point, with that famous jetty every tourist must post on Instagram. If your phone has never taken a picture at Pigeon Point, then is your phone really working? Tobago sweet. Literally, we have belly balls, tulu, sugar cakes, red mango, and the best coconut ice cream on this side at the Caribbean Sea. If food was a tourist attraction, Tobago would have been best destination every year. Let me tell you about the spirit of Tobago, our culture. Tobago is more than its breathtaking scenery. Tobago is people. We have traditions that make visitors feel like they step into a storybook. Old-time folk tales about Papa Bois in the forest, Sukunya taking off their skins and flying by night in search of blood. The pretty Laja blessed with one comfort, luring men away to never be seen again. And the Laga who, minding its own business, but still frightening people. Speech bound with bright colors, crafty speeches, and big personality, just like Tobago's children. goat racing, where some of the goats run faster than some of my friends running to recess. Harvest Sundays, eat till your belly busts, but somehow you still have room for more because harvest God giving you 2 more spoonfuls, a pilau and bushmeat. These traditions make tourists feel welcome, excited, and part of something bigger. So how can we showcase Tobago to the world? We can tell our stories like only Tobago can. We need videos, music, TikToks, and short documentaries telling the world, come and live the Tobago experience. Imagine a commercial where a visitor tries crab and dumpling for the first time and says, wow, I'm coming back tomorrow. Secondly, we can protect our environment. We must keep our beaches clean, protect our turtles, and take care of our reefs. A clean Tobago is a marketable Tobago. Clean, green, safe, and serene. Additionally, we can use the power of youth involvement. Children like me can be tourism ambassadors. Now, let me conclude by telling you why the world needs to come to Tobago. When tourists come to Tobago, they don't just come for vacation. They come for peace. They come for beauty. They come for culture. They come for stories. They come for connection. Tobago is the heartbeat of the Caribbean. We are small but powerful, quiet but unforgettable, simple but breathtaking, and as my grandmother always says, good things come in small Tobago packages. So to the world, I say, come see the sweet, sweet Tobago. Come feel the warmth, taste the flavor, hear the music, and live the magic. Because Tobago is not just a place. Tobago is an experience. Tobago is a treasure, a slice of paradise. Tobago is home, and there's just no place like home. Sing a song with me. No place like home. 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 Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Judges, I must say I am very happy I am not one of the judges. Small axe cutting down big trees today as we make our way all up to the village of Goodwood to find different types of trees. So, we would like to invite Miss St. Andrews Anglican, Renaldo Henry, to the podium. Let's give put our hands as we welcome the first prince to speak here this afternoon to the podium.
A pleasant and hearty good morning to the executive members of the National Parents Teachers Association, esteemed judges, fellow contestants, well-wishers, members of the media, and invited guests. The pleasure is ours to represent one of the best primary schools in Tobago, the St. Andrews Anglican Primary School. I am Ronaldo Henry. I want to start by asking you a question. In a world that is louder, faster, and more crowded than ever before, what is its greatest luxury? Is it a marble bathroom, a gourmet meal, or is it something far rarer? I would argue that the greatest luxury today is stillness. It is a luxury of space, the luxury of being a stranger in a place and being guaranteed to live as family. Today I want to talk about a place that has luxury in abundance, a place that isn't trying to be everything to everyone. I am here to make a presentation on the wonders or jewels of Tobago. To district not only what makes our island a tourist destination, but how we can showcase its breathtaking beauty without to the world without losing the very soul that makes it gorgeous. Part 1. The anatomy of wonder. What makes Tobago a destination? Where is Tobago? Come, let we go to Tobago, that paradise, Robin Crusoe says. Tobago is one of the most majestical islands located in the southern tip of the Caribbean archipelago. However, geographically, it feels like a world apart from its twin island state, Trinidad. While Trinidad harms the industrial energy of commerce and the fiery pace of Carnival, Tobago is the yin to the yang. It is green, clean, and serene by nature. One word that describes my place of birth is nostalgia. To understand Tobago's appeal, we must look at its three core pillars: nature, culture, and serendipity. First, nature. Tobago is not a place of manufactured attractions, it is a place of natural grandeurs. Consider this: we are home to the main Ridge Forest Reserve. It is the oldest legally protected rainforest in the Western Hemisphere, and we currently celebrating its 250th anniversary this year. Cheers to life. To walk the Gulpin Trail is to walk through a living museum where the calls of the rare blue-bark manicou echo through our exotic untouched flora. Fauna trees stood long before United States even existed. And that is just above the water. Below the surface of the coast of Speyside lies an epic wonder that holds a Guinness World Record, the largest single grain coral on the planet. It rises nearly 10 feet high and stretches 16 feet wide. This is not just a rock, it is a living, breathing testament to the natural biodiversity that Tobago protects so fiercely. Secondly, the culture. Tobago's culture is not performed for tourists, it is lived. It is found in the rhythm of a Sunday school street party in Buku, where our national gem, the steel pan, does not play at you, but with you. It is found in the wisdom of the Easter goat and crab races, events so delightfully bizarre that they could only exist on an island that refused to take better than you and me. The therapeutic healing of these animals is completed with beach baths and vet visits. Another jewel of our island is the taste of Tobago. My friends, the Caribbean is covered with islands selling the same thing, sun, sand, and sea. But Tobago markets something unique, something iconic, something worth unlocking, something unmatched. Well, we sell time, we sell silence, we sell a place where the rainforest meets the reef, where a fisherman will share his catch with you, and where you can float in a nylon pool and feel just for a moment like you are the only person in the world. The wonders of Tobago are the immense, but they are also fragile. As we move forward to the showcase our beauty, the world needs places like Tobago now more than ever. Places that remind us how to slow down, take care of our mental and emotional health. Places that feel like home or far away from home the moment you arrive. Sing, come discover one of us. Come discover both of us. And why not come and discover all of us? For together we aspire and together we achieve. The way we live is hard to believe. Thank you.
Thank you to Renaud Henry. Ronaldo, he's the prince. The first prince to come to the stage today. We're now going to have Zion Gordon. Is Zion here? Yeah, he's going to represent Roxborough Anglican School. Put your hands together as we welcome Roxborough Anglican School. Another prince to the stage, Zion Gordon.
I will be reading my poem is titled, Come Discover Something. Come discover one of us, come discover both of us, why not come and discover all of us? For together we aspire, and together we achieve. The way we live is hard for them to believe. Tobago, the hidden gem in the Caribbean. Come discover our pristine beaches, vibrant corals, rainforests, charming villages, and delicious seafood. Come let we go to Pigeon Point, famous for its picturesque pear and crystal clear waters. If you are looking for a calm, family-friendly spot with amenities, check out Store Bay Beach. Secluded with a scenic backdrop is the Englishman's Bay Beach, tucked away in the northern side of the island. Looking for a vibrant atmosphere and water sports? Check out the Tobago Beach. The coral reef with diverse marine life, a snorkelers and scuba divers paradise, gives visitors a glimpse into Tobago's incredible underwater world. The lush haven of the main forest reserve will greet you with a biodiversity of flora and fauna, scenic hiking trails, and stunning waterfalls. It is unique to many species of animals and offers great opportunities for birdwatching and exploring. Tobago's unique blend of Creole and English make its people kind and friendly. Wagwan is a common phrase used by people all over Tobago. This adds to the island's cultural identity and charm. Some of Tobago's villages offer a glimpse into the rich history, culture, and natural beauty visitors explore when they visit. Some villages like Charlotteville, with a stunning coastal view and friendly fisherfolks, must be visited. The beauty of Castara, with its beautiful beachfront and bonfire, captivating the body and souls of its visitors, leaving them wanting to explore more. Tobago's mouth-watering curry crab and dumplings leaves visitors wanting more. Fresh catches like snapper, lobster, and shrimp, served with local flavors and spices, leaves visitors wanting more. Lawilai, calypso and soca for the jazz and blue food festivals welcome our visitors from near and far. They often remark about Tobago's vibrant mix of music, dance, cuisine, and strong heritage. Want to experience it firsthand? The culture of Tobago is warm, lively, and infectious. Influencers, photographers, and videographers, what are you doing? Come capture the beauty that is Tobago. Come to Tobago to promote and market our cultural festivals and events celebrating Tobago's heritage. That is all that I will be saying for me, Zion Gordon, representing Roxborough Anglican Primary School.
Thank you, sir, and you seem to be very proud of your presentation here this afternoon. So we will, coming on, we are almost to the end, so we would like to invite Mr. Nathaniel Lamy. Mr. Nathaniel Lamy, also from St. Andrews. Judges, I must say the task indeed is going to be very hard for you all. Very, very hard, because we've got history, we got food, we got culture, trip down memory lane. Yes? So, Mr. Lamy is going to do his presentation for us now.
Pleasant and hearty good morning to the executive members of the National Parents Teachers Association, esteemed judges, fellow contestants, well-wishers, members of the media, and invited guests. The pleasure is ours to represent one of the best primary schools in Tobago, the St. Andrews Anglican Primary School. I am Nathaniel Lamy. Come discover one of us. Come discover both of us. And why not come and discover all of us? For together we aspire and together we achieve. The way we live is hard for them to believe. Tobago has those captivating songs of the diligent sea waves striking against our relentless turquoise sculpture, tirelessly chiseling the island's coastline with rhythmic foaming applause. The waves arc as liquid hands, shaping, eroding, and embracing the shore in a timeless, hypnotic ballet of power and peace. Tobago is one of the rarest gems of the Caribbean islands. This sanctuary can be found nestled in the southern Caribbean Sea, just off the coast of South America. Tobago is surrounded by the Caribbean Sea to its north and the Atlantic Ocean to its south and west. Tobago, it's a relatively small island with an area of about 300 square kilometers, 116 square miles. Tobago is the smaller of two main islands that make up the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. The island's wonders are combined with its breathtaking natural beauty, intertwined with our rich cultural prowess and legendary historical background. Let us examine the breathtaking natural biodiversity beauty of Tobago that makes it a special natural treasure of the world. Our island houses the oldest protected Western Hemisphere rainforest. This treasure has been protected by law since the 13th of April, 1776. Tobago boasts that the Main Ridge Forest Reserve is the oldest protected forest reserve in the world. Untouched beauty that is the canopy for a luscious green flora and trees. Sarah Jennings, a British parliamentarian, was responsible and very influential in the passing of this ordinance that protects the rainforest of our island. It is integral to know that the passing and enforcement of this law has existed for approximately 215 years and is deemed the first act in the contemporary environmental movement. This can be considered as a historical pioneering milestone in the area of environmental conservation and preservation. This legacy is the flourishing of the Tobago Main Ridge Forest Reserve itself. The Main Ridge is literally the backbone of the island. In essence, Tobago is a treasure chest. It contains not just one gem, but a collection of them. An ancient living rainforest, vibrant protected coral reefs, iconic tranquil branch beaches, and a wild, untamed coastline. Its beauty feels genuine, protected, and deeply connected to nature, which is why what truly makes it priceless. I am finished, and I am presenting and representing the St. Andrews Anglican Primary School.
We have basically come to almost to the end before the judges make their final decision. And we have heard it all, and I am sure, as we are, all of us who are here this afternoon, would endorse what was said about Tobago. We are the gem, we are paradise, the capital. We've heard about our pool in the middle of the sea. We have heard about our reef. We boast of the world's oldest protected rainforest, yes, in the Western Hemisphere. And the list goes on and on and on. And I would like to say that each student that participated here today, they are great ambassadors for Tobago.
Yeah, yeah.
I must tell you, you are on the right track. As was said before, tourism is our mainstay of the island. So for my final thoughts would be that the beauty of Tobago is that it doesn't take long to feel at home once you're sorted the basics, you have a bit of cash, and you are easily able to get around and have an open mind, and it will unfold to you very easily as we slip into the rhythm without realizing all the little practicalities. Once the importance of things remain in our mind, the troubles will fade away into the background as we explore Tobago. Tobago may not be the biggest Caribbean island, or shall I say the famous Caribbean island, but that we can boast of precisely our charm, our warmth, our community-based life, as we encourage each and every one of us to show respect as we continue to love one another. It is an island where it seems like every day is a holiday from January down to December, and we would like to share that with people around the world, more so internationally. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we are just going to wait for the final results, which will be coming from the judges and more so the chief judge. But I'm saying I can tell you that the decision here today is going to be very hard. It is going to be hard because I have listened. Some of the things also, it was reinforcement to me also. I learned some new things as well. Yes? And I'm sure you enjoy even the little music and the culture that was put on by even some of the contestants. We are going to have refreshments. Yes? In a short while, it's already here. So we would like each and every one of us to relax, as I said before, mingle as we wait for the judges' results. After that, we will be inviting our national PRO to the stage to do, which is Ms. Kemba, to do the vote of thanks. Thank you. Did you enjoy your day?
Yes.
Yes. Just yes? Yes, I think it was very interesting, it was intriguing. And it is good for when we have information coming from even the children like this, instead of us sitting down in an office, some we are who on the outside or on the ground would understand our tourist field. We see Tobago through the eyes of a tourist and not through the eyes of our own self. Yeah. Right? We enjoy our local food, our curry crab and dumpling, as we heard some say, which we can get from store beans. All right? So at this point, we want to serve the refreshments, which will be given to the children or the students first, after which the parents can also indulge themselves. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time you've all been waiting for is here. I want to introduce the Chief Judge at this time, who will come and give you some information, some notes, and then we're going to call on Ms. James to make the announcement of the winners. Yes, please go, Mrs.
We continue to keep those hands clapping for all of you, for all of our participants today. And I'll keep this as brief as possible so we can get to the matter at hand, which really is the results. So, in terms of the general comments, participants had a lot of good content. We learned a lot of things about Tobago that some of us may not have known before. So in terms of the information, it was very detailed, it was really rich detail and content. However, we want to remind you that when we are talking about public speaking, you have to minimize the degree of reading, the amount of reading. And we had participants, we couldn't see faces, not because of the podium, but because you were reading so much that the paper was blocking your face. So pay attention to that. We also want to remind participants and teachers as you're preparing them to help participants to stick within the time limit. When it goes over the time, it affects the content. It means that we could only really assign marks based on what was within the time limit. Anything else, all of that rich content that comes after the time will be affected. The treatment of the topic. The question at hand today was, discover the wonders of Tobago. What makes our island a unique tourist destination, and how can we showcase its beauty to the world? We got a lot of information on what makes it unique, but not sufficient in terms of how we can showcase it. And these are things that we took into consideration as we tabulated, And as we came to the conclusion that I'll now invite Ms. James to share with you this morning.
Good afternoon, everyone. Well, as you just were told, I'm Ms. James Juliet with the Division of Tourism, Antiquities and Creative Industries. Now, I want to say congratulations to all the participants, all 7 of you, and all the parents, the teachers who assisted in this project, helping you to remember what you have to say. But of course, there will be only one winner. It's a competition. There's no tie. And of course, we're only going to call out the first 3, so the others would get, of course, everybody would get a prize. Yeah? So, in 3rd place, we want to raise a round of applause for Ronaldo Henry. Mr. Henry with his 3rd place prize.
I met Ronaldo in the washroom,
and he was telling me, "Sir, how did I do?" I said, "You did a great job." He was telling me it's the first time, this experience. I said, "Well, based upon your experience, this time around, you will do better next time." So congratulations. Call on the both advisors, please, advisors, Stuart and advisor Felix, Mr. Lindo as well, please, and Mrs. Lino, you join us on stage, please. Thank you.
Write down the names.
And in 2nd place, Demaya Sinclair of the Wim Anglican School. Keep the applause going. Keep the applause going. As a proud Anglicanite, I'm glad to say I see so many Anglicans taking part in this competition. I will send my regards to the bishop so that the Anglican schools are doing very well in Tobago. Yeah? So 1st place goes to Ariel Walter.
Parents, can you join us as well? principal as well now, Mrs. Paul. Could you join us as well, please? Edwards as well, please. And the 3 boys and girls too. She was saying 3 boys and girls.
Hold on, students, hold on. Yeah. Yes. Casually, let me know. First, second, and third, please.
So, exit this side.
No, let's just you
Right, so let's do a first, second, and third only.
Come on, step.
Sorry?
A first, second,
And third only.
Only, okay, get short.
Ariel, what's the middle?
The choke is blocking the face. Right. Don't want to see your face. A little down. Down a little lower. A little lower. Third place. Let me the shoulder. Let me the shoulder. Right. Hold on. Hold the shoulder.
Yeah. Right. Good. Stand straight. Come on, good.
Don't move. It's heavy. Okay. MPTA. Mr. Lindo.
Yep.
And Miss Ali
Suriname?
MPTA personnel.
Huh? No staggerers. No, Caswell is behind. And the hope and the students now and teachers will be in first place.
Oh, okay. Who can become?
Yeah, you all wanted to go?
Now it's your
time.
Alone? They will go alone? Mr. Leslie, they will go alone?
Yes, they can go alone. With the principal as well.
The principal.
No. You're watching the camera in the middle? Got me here. Yeah, that's it.
No parents.
No parents.
Teacher.
The parents are here. The parents are here as well. Yes. The parents are here.
Yeah, they came up, eh?
They didn't get
one with her alone. They get one with
Oh.
Okay, principal, teacher. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Oh yes, the judges and judges and the top 3. Final one. Somebody needs to come around. There's a gap between Mr. Stewart and Miss Ramatan.
Yes.
Strawberry cheesecake.
Oh, that's really good.
Nice.
Good.
Sorry. Okay, thank you. Yes. Yes.
Well, thank you very much, and we are really grateful for all those students who took part. We have some presentations to make. One, of course, would be to the advisor, to Mr. Orlando Kerr, the other to the advisor, to Secretary Hackett, and of course to our Chief Judge and to Ms. Juliet James. Will I ask my PRO to help me, please, with the presentation, the tokens. So, Mrs. Miss Felix, could you please? And I'll ask Ms. Ramatali or police to join us for this one to make this presentation.
Which is the presentation? Which one, these?
One each. Right, that's it, that's it. The advisor to Secretary Hackett, Ms. Shamila Stewart. Mr. Lindo, please sit here. Thank you very much. Ms. James, please, could you join us? And Ms. Joseph, yeah, could you join us here to give this presentation to Ms. James? Thank you very much. Now, I want to tell you that the other prizes, because there's also up to second and third, up to seventh prize, will be coming to the school subsequently to make those presentations. Because we did say all participants will be getting some prize. So we'll come to the school, Paul and the other, Wim Anglican, Bosco Anglican, and of course St. Andrew. We'll come to the school, we'll advise the principal in advance, come to the school and make an official presentation in front of the entire school with regards to your prize. Is that okay? Yes, thank you very much. So we are call our Chief Judge now, Mrs. Kimberly Richardson Thomas, who we can always depend on to come at this time to receive the token on behalf of the NPTA. Madam Piero, could you please, and then you do the vote of thanks as well. All right? Will you go on to
Good afternoon, everyone. It is an absolute honor to stand before you today we are hearing the voices of our future leaders. Success is always a team effort, and we wish to extend our thanks to our panel of judges and Chief Judge, Mrs. Kimmery Richardson Thomas. Thank you for your time, your expertise, and the difficult task of evaluating such high caliber of performances. In her absence, we want to especially thank Ms. Sorisha A. Hackett, Secretary in the Division of Tourism, Antiquities and Creative Industries, for joining us and sharing such inspiring and motivational dialogues with us. We also wish to express our profound thanks to the representative from the Division of Education, Skills and Innovation, Ms. Chanel Felix. To Mr. Joseph Lindo and team, thank you for your ongoing commitment and dedication and sacrifice in promoting the ideals of PTA in Tobago. The teachers and parents. Behind every confident student on this stage is a support system that spent hours coaching, encouraging, and traveling to ensure they were ready for this moment. The staff of the Division of Tourism, Antiquities, and Creative Industries and the Scarborough Library Facility for providing this beautiful venue and technical support. Members of the media, thank you for highlighting the positive achievements of our primary school students. To our competitors, to our students, you are the stars of the show. Whether you take home a trophy today or not, you have conquered the stage and found your voice. We are incredibly proud of every one of you. In closing, thank you to everyone who attended and contributed to making this collaboration between the NPT and the Division of Tourism, Antiquities and Creative Industries a resounding success. Please join us. Okay, so we get that part already. Sorry. So you all have a wonderful evening and thank you for attending.